Hi.
Good morning, everyone. This is Ara, Rosara, and Ray. We have session 4 in the books for the Low Limit Poker Challenge, and we just wanted to make a quick video and update you guys on what's going on. So session 4 is in the books, and the quick numbers are I made $200 and Ray made $40, right?
40 bucks.
And so now we're both at a 3-1 record for wins versus losses. Although I'm gonna let Ray update you guys with the total, since I have my daughter Rozara hanging on to me right now.
All right, guys. So after 4 sessions, and just so you know, the last session we played was only 3 hours long. It was very short. I had to get to work. We ended nice and early. So the results after 4 sessions, Ara is way in the lead. He has $1,073 in profit, and I myself have $254. That's after 22 hours of playing. That puts Ara's hourly rate amazing. I don't know exactly off the top of my head, but just under $50 an hour. And mine is pushing a little over $11 or $12 an hour. So I do hope that over the next few sessions I can bring that up. And
we will get you guys the exact numbers in a few. The numbers are actually just mixed in with our other charts. So it looks like I'm making $32 an hour and Ray's making $24 an hour. But that's not specifically for this challenge. So after session 5, we will update you with the hourly averages.
Okay, so next up, we wanted to talk about big wins and big losses, because that's something that happens a lot. And when people go on tilt, they seem to lose way more than when they're playing normal. And some days when things are going well, they just keep going well. So we wanted to give you some of our statistics over the last 50 sessions of 1-2. So we've played 50 sessions so far this year, starting in January 1st, 2018. So we have had our largest win. I'm going to go over our stats, and he can go over mine. Yep. Ara's largest win of the year was $1,215. His largest loss of the year is $503. Now, he's had 12 sessions that he's made over 300. He has 8 sessions that he's made over 500. Now, those numbers are good, but the best part of those numbers is how often he has lost the same amount of money. So he has lost over $500 one time out of 50 sessions, but he has won 8. And then when it comes to 300, he has lost 3 times 300 or more, and he has won 12 times. So those numbers are great. I mean, you're talking 4-1 over 300 and 8-1 when it's over 500. That's great.
So while poker is not consistent, there is some degree of consistency, especially when you consider yourself a professional player and you take the game seriously. So I'll just go through Ray's number, and it's pretty much equally impressive. Ray has much lower variance than me. His swings are lower, but his ratios to from big wins and big losses is pretty much the same. We could have picked different numbers for Ray, but just reading off the paper here. So we counted up the number of times Ray has won $300 or more, and that was 9 out of 50 times. So the frequency of his, the velocity of his ups and downs is not as big as mine. But so 9 times out of 50, he's won over $300, but only twice out of 50 has he lost more than $300. So the majority of the time, his sessions end approximately a little above zero. Approximately like $100 or $200 is definitely the most common thing for him. But a $300 loss is very, very rare for him. So we went to look how often he has won or lost $500 over the 50 sessions of this year. And mind you, some of the sessions are very long, some of the sessions are short. So he has won $500 over 7 times, and his biggest session was plus $730. And he has never lost $500 over the 50 sessions, 0. So he's at a 7-0 ratio. So it is very, very rare for him to lose over $500, because this year he has not even done it yet. Again, we do play a lot of higher limits, and we do have many multi-$1,000 wins and losses, but at a 1-2 game, Ray, even though he has been in for $500, he has never actually lost $500 by the end of the day, which I think is very, very impressive, because we are definitely 2 of the most aggressive players at the table. So I'm playing for this girl right here, and we're actually putting an offer in on a house today, partially because we can somewhat rely on the consistency of the poker wins. So Ray, what else do you want to tell them about today?
So we're going to be playing session 5 in a couple of hours. I think overall the sessions have gone pretty normal. There haven't been too many outrageous hands when it comes to bad beats or sucking out. It's been pretty steady, run-of-the-mill poker. Just make what it is when it comes to poker. You are making so many small decisions. Once or twice or 3 times a day, you may have to make a really large decision. Somebody puts you in a tough situation and you really need to make that decision and get it correct. But you're making hundreds, if not thousands, of small decisions throughout the entire day. And if you consistently make better small decisions than all the rest of your opponents, that's where the chart comes from. So over a long period of time, we're just making better decisions every step along the way. Even if it's the $2 decision and we're folding ace-10 under the gun or under the gun +1, just because there's no reason to ever play that hand, you're just going to get yourself in trouble.
And let me add something to what he's saying too. He's absolutely right about making better decisions, but we are not the 2 best 1-2 players in the world. Ray's not even a professional player. He's a guy that owns a pizza restaurant and a Thai food restaurant. So we're not saying we play every hand perfectly, but we do put a lot of thought into our hands, and we have 15 years of experience of breaking down hands. But there are people that can average significantly higher hourly averages at 1-2 no limit than us. And I do make a lot of mistakes. Ray makes a few mistakes, not as many as me. But we will definitely be posting our losing hands on the channel as well, and we definitely like to receive criticism. A few people now have came up to me about the 6-4 offsuit hand that I re-raised pre-flop with. I bet on the flop and I bet on the river. I bluffed on the flop, bluffed on the river. So I will definitely be posting more of my mistake hands too. And even though I do make mistakes, I'm going to show you that I can contain and continue to average over $30 an hour, and Ray's going to continue to average $25 an hour despite all of his poker mistakes.
And they always say that all poker players have leaks, and you need to like plug up those leaks, and that's how you're going to make more money.
And actually that's another reason for the channel, because we want you guys to help us with our leaks too.
And Ara's leaks are sometimes he just gets a little too aggressive, which definitely makes him money in the long run. But there are days when he needs to cut back, and if he was able to cut back, he might even be able to pick up an extra 2 or 3 big blinds in those sessions per hour, because he's not gonna make a 50 or 100 big blind mistake just because he's slightly aggravated. It's not so much tilt with Ara, it's more the need to kind of make it happen immediately versus sitting back at the 1-2 game and just letting the $20 or $30 an hour build up over time. It's like, I want that 300 now, and then he tries to make that happen, which usually costs him money.
And also to kind of prove that outside influences affect your poker play. That was actually on day 1. That was my best day. And on that day, Ray actually played a lot better than me. My results just happened to be a lot better. But I made a few different mistakes that day. And definitely that 6-4 offsuit hand was partially the result because we were starting the challenge. And going into the casino that day, I was actually excited to go in and start playing, which is probably not a good thing. You should probably not be excited to play poker. You should just probably go and play the hands correctly.
Yeah.
So we're up to 8 minutes and 20 seconds, so we're just gonna say goodbye. And thanks for watching, thanks for making it this far. I hope you enjoyed my daughter on this video. Thanks for subscribing. And please leave us comments. I know the comments on YouTube were disabled, so we are going to enable those. And if you like the videos, definitely share it on Facebook with some of your friends. So have a great day, guys, and we'll upload an in-depth hand analysis video very shortly, probably tonight. Bye, guys.
Bye.